November 30th, 2020, 8:30 in the morning, and there's been a few changes, not a lot. I'm trying to cover up the potatoes and see if that helps. I know it won't. They're all leggy. Well, at least I'll get them covered. Still getting strawberries. One here and one there. Just reminds me of summer every now and then. And here is one of my volunteer tomatoes. But you know what? That's a super bloom. So I don't think this is a cherry. Cut down the Jerusalem artichokes. I left a stump so I can find them. Been cutting back the dragon fruit. The poor stuff burnt up so bad this year. Got that cleared out pretty well. Here's all my other little... Oh, it's a baby monarch caterpillar. And getting a lot more strawberry runners. Here are the Naked Ladies, belladonna, from seed from a couple of years ago. More volunteer fig trees. And I need to water. Yep, need to water. Haven't been watering 3 times a day like usual. Planted plantain in there. Found out the chickens really like that. Here's my other volunteer. This one, because of the size of the buds, is a cherry tomato. I'm going to plant them in here eventually. Oops, looks like that one needs watering. Transplanted the celery. It's starting to come up now. Sweet potatoes I need to pull. I pulled these out and didn't get much of anything, so I'm going to wait until those completely die. Here's my avocado. I don't know what it's doing. It looks like it always needs water. But look at all the little bud breaks. It's going to turn into an avocado bush, not a tree, because this is like its 3rd year, 2nd year for sure. It didn't grow all summer, then all of a sudden it's putting out growth. It's been covered, kinda, and I just took that off a few days ago. And here's my avocado from seed. Not much going on. Here's my one batch of planting that I started. I'm going to transplant that corner in their own little places. Nothing in that one. And this is all kinds of root crops. It was nice and neatly planted until the chickens got into it. Lettuce. A few lettuce and just whatever wants to come up. A bean. And Mama Salvia, she's tired. She says, I don't want to bloom right now. I need to get out here and water. Planted garlic in here. Mints are coming back with a vengeance. As you can see, not much has happened or is happening, but it's winter. This is when I really get to start growing. There seems to be more going on over here than in the actual garden. There's the papusa, cilantro, yay, volunteer fig tree. A neighbor gets that. That broke off of the mother plant and it's growing, it's growing. The mother plant has got buds on it, so I just might get blossoms by Christmas on the Christmas cactus. Peach tree is not losing its leaves, but then it's a lot later than the desert gold, which it originally came from. Tangelos are starting to color up. It'll be pretty out here soon. The thing is, they're not ripe until May, but so I get to look at the pretty tangelos in the meantime. Well, here's the leaf crops. Something got in there and munched on all my lettuces. Here's all my greens. Need to be transplanted. Peas aren't doing so good. Beans are coming up, but I'm still picking pimentos. They're much, much smaller now. Those are a good size. Here's the peach tree for my neighbor. Came up from a seed last fall. It was just a little tiny stick come spring. I got it transplanted. The other ones didn't make it, but this one did. Another volunteer fig tree. My pretty hydrangeas. I keep these over here so the chickens don't get in them. I don't get any kawapi anymore, but the chickens get all the leaves. And look, I filled up a compost pile. Still waiting to see if there's going to be any blossoms. Poor little avocado. If it blooms, I'll leave the top on. If it doesn't bloom, that top's coming off. It's going to be down to 3 branches and that's it. And my blueberry, I thought they were supposed to turn colors. It's been down in the 30s the last few nights, and it's supposed to stay there for a while. But it's not turning colors. And here's everything in the safe cage. More lettuces, more volunteer tomatoes. All my bulbs. And we're losing the fig leaves. As soon as it's naked, I'm going to trim the fig tree back hard. Maybe 2.5 feet for each branch. But I was told, trim it until it's totally dormant or it could bleed to death. And now I have so many layers of wires. Chickens aren't getting in there now, at least. This is the Mexican bird of paradise. It hasn't bloomed. Of course, I don't blame it. I mean, look at it's all shade. There's my old beet. There's Trouble. She's molting. Radishes. That was radishes, and somebody got in there and dug, so I think there's like 3 radishes. More pimentos. Celery. The lighter green is the nice juicy stuff. Another fig, another fig. Oh, fig trees everywhere. And since I've kept them out, the cabbage seems to be doing something. Look at all the buds on the pimentos. It's still in the mid to high 70s during the day. There's another peach tree. That one I'm going to leave. It's in a permaculture bed. I know I couldn't dig it up without destroying all the roots. Oh, and the artichoke is still trying. I think that one's gone dormant. Hopefully. It hasn't died. It's just gone all the way dormant. Because that was the better tasting one. I can't reach that. But not one seed in there. What you want? Oh, Frack. Frack's molting. This is Frick. I have no idea. We don't have our whitetail anymore, so I don't know who's who. These strawberries are kind of going dormant. Still have to keep up with the watering though, because I do live in a desert. We got a 1/2 inch of rain over 3 days a couple of weeks ago. Wow! And hopefully I'll have some pretty flowers. These should all be the paper whites. And that's a mixture. This should be a mixture of ranunculus and freesia. So I'll get a bloom over a little bit longer period. Oh, hello. Oh, this is Frack. Hello, Fracky. Hey, you want to talk to people? Well, that's my end of November update. You want to talk to people, huh? What you doing, huh? What you doing, huh? What you doing? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Cape honeysuckle's blooming nicely. Feed the hummingbirds and the bees. It's all the way up there. Well, here are the little lemon trees. Or were they orange trees? I don't remember anymore. I think they were lemon. A couple over there, 3 over there. Sun's out. I can harvest ginger. It's nice and firm. Looks like volunteer holly. Mexican sage. This is the atomic tomato. Still going strong from last spring. Found my little orchid buried deeply. And on orchids, their leaves should be yellow if they're happy and getting enough sun. No, these are dark green. Nope, not getting enough sun. I don't see why not. We had a windy day. It ripped. What was I covered? We had a windy day. It took off and ripped up the plastic I had over it, so I need to put another layer on. But here's all the crinum lilies, bulbs. These are the plants from last year, the bulbs from last year, and these are this year's. Interesting, I think. This pot's going to be too full real quick. Society garlic. Christmas cactus with little buds. Like blooming jasmine. More society garlic. Chickens really like Malabar spinach. Poor dragon fruit. But look at that sky. A few clouds. And it looks like the Italian cypress is setting up a new leader. That thing's about 70 feet tall. Well, lo and behold, it looks like it's spa day for the biggins. That's the only sun out here. Everything else is covered in shade. So they take advantage of it when they can. Honey, you gonna get in the middle of that? She's too close to me. Yep, spa day. Oops, all gone. Battery died. Let's see if I can get some more spa day in on the last few seconds of the battery. It doesn't like to, when the battery, well, that's my end of November 2020 update.